Let me be real. There was a season earlier in my entrepreneurial journey when I genuinely thought that meetings were the enemy of productivity. If you asked me back then, I would have told you they are interruptions, they are detours, they are distractions from the real work. But as our team at Texan Church grew, the complexity of our work, it multiplied. And I started to feel the weight of misalignment. Projects missing the mark, teams sprinting in all different directions, communication gaps turned into frustration. And then somewhere along the way, I had a realization that I wish I had known many years earlier. Meetings aren't the problem. The wrong meetings or the lack of clear meetings are. The correct rhythm, done consistently and with intention, it isn't a burden, it's a backbone. It's how alignment gets created and sustained. It's how vision becomes action. And here's what I've learned. Meetings aren't just about communication, they're about clarity and momentum and decision-making and culture. And today our team doesn't dread meetings, we rely on them because we've worked hard to create rhythms that actually serve us. So let me walk you through how we think about it. Once a year, we zoom out, we dream big, we ask, what does success look like 12 months from now? Not just in metrics, but in impact. That yearly planning meeting, it sets our direction. It gives us a compass for the road ahead. And then every 90 days, we gather as a leadership team to recalibrate. We ask, is what we're doing still the right thing? Sometimes it's yes, and sometimes it's no, but either way, we realign and refocus. And then each month we come back to check progress, not to re-strategize, just to check the pulse. Are we drifting? Are we stuck? Is something quietly falling off the tracks? And it's amazing how 30-minute conversation can service a problem that would have cost us weeks down the road. And then on a weekly rhythm, we meet every Monday to align on execution. Fast, focused, and practical. We ask the question, what matters most this week? Who's doing what? What are your blockers? No fluff, no status updates just for the sake of updates. We solve problems early before they derail the plan. And that cadence of yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, it's become our rhythm for leading with clarity and focus. It's not perfect. Sometimes we drift and sometimes we cancel or reschedule. We make our mistakes, but because the rhythm exists, we never stay offbeat for long. And here's what I found. Teams don't fall apart overnight. They drift quietly, slowly, invisibly. And one of the fastest ways to stop the drift is to create space for realignment. And that's what a solid meeting rhythm does. They give your team a moment to breathe, a moment to check direction, a moment to say out loud what's actually happening and what needs to change. The best leaders I know, they're not just great at casting vision, they're great at creating rhythms, because rhythm is what keeps teams healthy and focused and moving forward, especially when things get messy. And so if your team feels scattered, if progress feels unclear or priorities feel fuzzy, it might not be a motivation issue. It might just be a rhythm issue. So here's my challenge to you. Look at your calendar, not to add more meetings, but to create space for clarity. Where do you need to zoom out and dream again? Where do you need to check progress before it drifts too far? Where do you need space for someone to raise their hand and say, hey, this just isn't working? Start with one. Add what is helpful, remove what is not, but build the rhythm, because it matters more than you think. Because when you create healthy rhythms that serve your people, you give your team the clarity and the confidence to do their best work. And you stop leading from reaction and you start leading from intention. And so if you're ready to lead with more clarity and less chaos, I put together a free 30-day leadership growth plan. It walks you through the daily habits and the meeting rhythms that have transformed how we lead our team. And of course, you can grab it using the link in the description below.